criminal. Thoughts are forming like some new perversion. Deliverance by 4 a.m. I heard the words drop. Lick my lips, take a drink, repeat the oath cantation. Atypical will only pull me down into subversion. Days of our inversion. Frame of thought could not alert these visions of distortion. Sacred vows are written down for the spoken word. Casting spells, not ringing bells, indoctrinate the morning. Time has come for everyone to meet the new day. Or will you choose to heed the words that question your own fate?
Broadcasting from Shinnston, West Virginia, this is Acute Mania Live. Here's your host, Scott Arnold.
Yep, here I am. Love that theme. Welcome to Acute Mania Live. I have Roger Bacon with me from Glasgow, Scotland. Welcome, guys. It's nice to have you.
Hello.
What's the weather like over there? Is it cold?
It's dark. It's not raining, which is a surprise, but yeah, it's cold.
And very dark?
And very dark, yes.
It's very, well, it's not bright here anymore. It was. It's kind of getting cloudy. It's cloudy out there. But it's been hot. It's been hot here lately. Okay, right off the bat, you already know what I'm going to ask you because it's bothering me. And I want to try to guess, but I still can't think. So back when Jay was giving me all these bands, I'm looking through the list. I'm like, okay, well, what's that one mean? What's that one mean? What's that one mean? And some of them are kind of obvious, what they mean, especially now that I know. But I cannot get Roger Bacon. I'm thinking, I don't know if you noticed the passcode for Zoom, but it was pork. But I can't imagine it's. I don't know where the Roger part came from, but unless it was like a 10-4, like Roger, like on a CB, and then something to do with bacon. I don't know. Why don't you just tell me? Because I have no idea what it could be.
Yeah. So pretty much it was just we needed a name for a new band we'd formed. We just enrolled in a battle of the bands, and we had no idea what this name was going to be. And right before we had this gig, me and our bass player were writing this song called Roger Bacon, and we found the name in a book of magic.
Wow.
It's not as cool as it sounds, though.
Okay.
He was an alchemist, I think. Probably should do more research on him. But yeah.
So it was actually an actual person?
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't there a there's a Kevin Bacon, the actor. We know that. I was thinking of something else. I was thinking of somebody in history, though. I think their last name's Bacon or something like that. Was it Francis? I don't know. That's interesting, though, still. And it was like a spur of the moment decision.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And you kept it. You had to keep it, I guess, because that's who you were.
It makes the branding way too easy.
Well, and nobody has that name. Like, I've never heard. I don't even know if anybody that has has bacon in it, let alone Roger. I'm sure there's Roger somewhere, but bacon.
I don't know if it's the same with Tommy, but I always loved the idea of naming a band after a person. I don't know why. I always
Like a
like
famous
bands
person
having
or just
different names.
anybody?
Just anybody. It doesn't need to
Yeah.
be anyone famous. Just a name.
That's funny. And, it's weird though that I had bacon last night when I got home from the concert. I had bacon and eggs. It was delicious. And my new air fryer. I finally got an air fryer. Do you guys have an air fryer?
I've got an air fryer.
Are you good at it now? Like now that you've had it?
Woof. It's banging though, but I also I just chuck shit that needs to be chucked in there.
Yeah.
Every time.
What's the best thing
Like-
that you've made in it? What's your favorite?
Oh, dude, I got some like broccoli and like some potatoes.
Broccoli and potato.
And
That sounds.
I'd already partially boiled them. Threw them in
Oh.
there. Parmesan, some like herbs and stuff like that.
Made them crispy like potatoes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do some experimentation with this thing because, I mean, I just got one just to keep up with the times. You know, everybody's got one, and I'm like the only one that doesn't have one. And my parents even have one, and they're like late for everything. You know, so I was like, I've got to get one. And I finally got one, and the very first thing was bacon. It was pretty
Nice.
good. It was nice and crispy.
It's like an oven, really, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
just-
yeah, it's quicker, a lot quicker than an oven.
Yeah.
A lot quicker. But I made a pizza for lunch today, a frozen pizza, and it said on the box that I could put it in the air fryer. I'm like, no, not a pizza. I didn't do it because I still haven't cleaned up the bacon from last night, but probably should do that. But yeah. Well, tell me a little bit about you gave us a little bit of the history of the band, but tell us, did you guys know each other growing up? Is that how this formed? And you just kind of said, hey, let's start a band called Roger Bacon. Like, how did it come
So-
about?
I mean, I think we were in a couple bands before. Me and Tommy were in a band before Roger Bacon, and then I was also in a band with our bass player, and then the singer is my brother, so obviously I've
Okay.
known him quite a while.
Yeah. What about?
But yeah, I mean the Glasgow scene in general is quite sort of say incestuous in the sense that everyone is in each other's bands. I think
Yeah.
it just tends to be like that. It's quite a small scene. But yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. You guys don't seem like you have as heavy as an accent as Jay. You know, Jay's in Glasgow also. I had him on 2 weeks ago or something like that. But his accent is so heavy. Like some things I had to be like, okay, slow down for a second. Let me try to translate you. You know. But
No,
I mean,
yeah, I
over
think-
time I could get it. But it was like it was real. Is it just because is there like a North Glasgow and South Glasgow that makes it different?
Well, there's a bit of a different history. I mean, Sterling, where are you from? You're not.
No, I'm
your
from
childhood was not
Australia.
here. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I've got quite a different accent.
Yeah,
I was
yours
born
isn't
in
as heavy.
Australia, Yeah.
Yours is more like a London-ish, maybe. I don't know. I'm probably way off with these regions, but you know, I've had a
Yeah,
full month full of the area, you know, so I can pretty
Yeah,
much
I get
distinguish.
that a lot.
The band I had on from Hull, UK, had a very heavy British accent. The three brothers, Breeze, those guys, Breeze. Yeah, they had a pretty heavy UK accent, I guess. What really confused me about having all these bands from like Ireland and Wales and stuff, the geography of Ireland is very confusing for me because some of it's UK and some of it's not. You know, so I had to have one of the bands try to explain it to me, and I was still lost after that. And I was like, "Well, I'm just not going to worry about it anymore." It's probably not as confusing as I'm making it, but you know, it's just. So I'm glad Scotland's kind of. You guys aren't attached to anybody, right? You guys are good to go. I mean, you're in the UK, but it's still like it's not. You're not like your own. Like half the country's its own thing, you know.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah. So well, that's good. I'm glad you guys are. You made it way easier for me for that. But I am trying. You know, I'm not one of the dumb Americans. I'm pretty dumb, but like not as dumb as most of them. There's people that still think West Virginia is part of Virginia here. Like when I
To
tell
be
them where I'm
fair,
from,
I
they're like,
think-
"Oh, yeah, Virginia."
It's unfair, I think, for a lot of Americans. They get a bunch of flack for not knowing
Thank
the European sort of
What's
like
confusing?
geography.
you know?
I could not name you anything outside of California and Florida,
Really?
like, and be able to point it on the map. No, like I've heard the names, I just wouldn't be able
Oh.
to tell you where they
Well,
were.
So okay, I'll teach you something that you tell all your friends there. West Virginia is easy. It's probably one of the most irregular shaped states in all of them. We have two panhandles. That's what they call the tops. But the coolest thing about it is it's the fuck you state because it looks exactly like this. You know, or this, I don't know whichever way your camera's pointed. But we actually sell shirts that have the middle finger on it that says fuck you state and it's the outline. So you can tell them that, you know?
There you go. Yeah.
I think Michigan's like the mitten or whatever they say. It looks like a mitten, Michigan, or something like that. I don't know.
I'll
But
just
yeah,
look for the strange shape ones.
but look, if you can do that with your fingers, that's West Virginia. So
Cool.
you're welcome. You learned something today. Okay, I like to do this early in the show because some viewers have never heard of you guys, which sucks because they need to, but they are about to. I want to play one of your songs. Which one do you guys want to play first?
All My Life.
Yeah, All My Life.
Yeah.
That's the newest one. That one came out
Yeah.
August,
Song.
end of August, right?
That's yes.
Tell the folks a little bit about this song. What's it about? And give us a little bit of inspiration. I guess band inspiration too, while we're on the subject of it.
Yeah. Well, All My Life. So we're currently in the process of releasing our EP, and All My Life is one of those songs. And actually, funnily enough, we were not intending to record that. We went in, and our producer Campbell, who is an absolute wizard, really elevates our songs. He really was pushing for us to record it. He was like, I know it's a good song, it needs to be worked on, blah blah blah. So we did eventually, and I'm glad we did because I think we had a couple people who came up to us after shows and stuff, and they were like, "Oh, what's that song like? I really like it. You need to record it." But I don't think as a band we were too keen on it at first. But I'm glad we eventually got around to recording it.
So you didn't want to record it at all as a band at first?
No, not really. It
Really?
wasn't until Campbell was sort of pushing for it.
Yeah, and people liked it. Yeah,
It's good. We like it.
yeah, I liked
Yeah,
it too.
we
That was the
love
very
it now,
first song I
yeah.
heard from you guys too. So I really like this song too. All right, here is Roger Bacon with All My Life. Check it out.
So I keep going, moving out on the floor.
There's no on the new update on Apple. I use a MacBook. There's no timer on the bottom anymore, so I can't tell when the song's gonna be over. It sucks. But I was like, that's got to be the end. Was that
Well,
the
you
end?
should already know by now, shouldn't you?
I should, but I can't do everything. But there's got to be a setting somewhere. I hate when they change things. You get so used to everything. Anyway, that's a really good song. I like that. Is that all you guys chattering in the background at the beginning? Yeah.
3 different
Yes.
stories actually, or is it 3 or 4?
4. It's 4. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you what you were talking about. Do you know what you're talking about?
Oof.
I know what I'm talking. I have no idea what the others are talking about.
It's
like,
probably
at
impossible to
all.
follow, isn't it? Like if you're just sitting and listening. Can you?
Yeah,
Yeah. Because it's all at once, right? It's just everything at once.
Yeah.
It was
I
just
think
the
I think
idea was
Sterling's
to
is
make
the
it
clearest.
sound.
That was good.
think
That was
you-
kind of like it. That was kind of like it right there. That was. What was the idea behind that? Why did you want to? Did you just want to have something going on while that beginning part was going?
Yeah, so I think before we put that bit in, just that section of the song sounded really empty, and it really was missing something. And again, our producer really sort of hit the nail on the head with what it needed.
He said, "Let's
it was
just
just
have
meant
you all
to sound
talking
like
at the
so-
same time."
Yeah.
Right? That's a good idea. You could have been singing at the same time. Now that would be interesting. All different
Oof,
keys.
absolutely
not.
All different keys and all different words. Chaos.
Unfortunately, we cannot sing. Our singer can kind of sing. The rest of us are, or I don't know about you, Tommy, but for me personally, I'm a lost cause.
I can not sing whatsoever. I mean, Ruben can sing. We try to get him to sing all the time. The bass player. He's a
Yeah,
beautiful
our bass
voice.
player. We've been trying to get him to do backing vocals.
He won't do it.
He will not. He's got stage.
Got to get
fright.
him really drunk. Get him really drunk. His courage
we
will
tried.
go way up. Oh, you tried that already? I don't know.
Yeah.
Then. Yeah, you might have to just threaten his life. I don't know. Threaten to kick him out. Listen, we need you. Tell me a little bit about your inspiration. I'm sitting here talking to my friend Ashley, and I was like, they sound like somebody, but I hate comparing bands to bands. I just don't like doing it.
No, please pigeonhole away. Honestly,
But tell me a little bit about your inspiration first, and like what bands maybe you look up to and or want or striving to be like, I guess, as Roger Bacon.
yeah. Do you want to go, Tommy?
Yeah, absolutely. I think. Well, first of all, I think there is a couple bands that we all probably listen to and want to have similar sounds to, right? Which is like. Well, I mean, to begin with, which is the first songs we have right now already out. I would say Block Party was one of the things that we were kind of all like,
Yeah.
that sound we made, definitely. I mean, that's changed now with like the more songs, but everyone's got a different taste. I think that's kind of how we've come together, right? Because I would say I have 2 big genres I listen to. I listen to a lot of soul, and I listen to all that kind of like jazz.
Oh, soul.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
And then I love a lot of other like indie bands too, but then everyone's kind of varied. I mean, Jack, I think Smiths you like quite into, and your brother absolutely loves Queens of the Stone Age, so it's just kind of
I can hear that in his voice. Yeah,
together,
I could
Yeah,
hear a
it's just
little
a big
bit,
melting pot.
of Jet. You know the band Jet?
I do know Jet, yeah.
I
Jet.
can hear a little bit of that in there.
True.
It's just fun. It feels fun. Everybody has a good time every time they come to your shows. Just because it's fun music. It's just what and it's like
I think that
carefree.
is.
It's carefree, but it's not so carefree that you're not together and stuff. There's no harmony or anything. But it's just like it's carefree and fun, and you're having a great time doing it, just as the audience is having a good time watching.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing for us is that we are having fun. I mean, I don't want this to come off as if we are not serious about
Right.
music, because we're very, very serious about it and very dedicated to the craft. But I feel like there are so many bands and musicians that sort of take it too seriously, just
Yeah.
in their attitude towards it. And I think they kind of forget. I mean, it is.
Doesn't mean you
fun
do to have
make
fun in the
music,
first place
and that
anyway.
is sort of-
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, everybody starts out. I mean, why else be in a band? That's fun. But I think when it starts to become work,
Exactly,
it's
yeah.
just like, everybody gets kind of like, there's no creativity anymore because everybody's just going through the motions. That can't be fun.
Yeah.
When was the point that you guys were like, okay, we need some management. We need somebody to kind of help us get to where we want to be. How did you? Did it start with Jay? Was he the first person?
Yeah. So we actually met Jay because he offered us a support slot, and he never got back to us after we were like, yeah, we'd love to do it. And then he messaged us a couple weeks later. By the way, just to clarify, this is probably the only time Jay has ever not gotten back to me. He's a very, very good manager. Should just probably start with that.
He's very easy to work with. Yeah.
But no, he texted us back and he was like, oh, look, really sorry I missed this, but we're actually taking applications for like our intake. Would you be interested? And we were sort of at a point in the band where we'd done, gigs, and we'd put out, I think we just put out our first single. But I think we just wanted someone who could take us a bit further. And I think that's one thing a lot of people get wrong about management is it's not really about getting someone else to do the work for you. It's you're putting in the same amount of work. It's just the sort of returns on what you do are improved.
Yeah. And plus, I'm sure Jay has a shit ton of connections, just by talking to him about his past and, him being in a band and managing that one, I can't remember the name of him, but that one band for like 10 years. He's got to have all these connections now to places for you to play, and easier to get in than just you calling up the venue. He could probably
100%.
Yeah. So that's gotta be cool then. Is there okay? I guess with reaction or without, what's been your best gig? Everything was perfect, the vibe was there. There was a shit ton of people, or maybe not. I don't know. Just what was your best experience? I guess as a performing live.
What do you think, Jack?
Is that a tough one?
I would say King Tut's, to be honest.
Yeah, Jay talked a lot about King Tut's.
I don't know if you'd agree, but
honestly, even the first gig we played has a place in my heart. Like that was so
first
fun.
one,
except for the audio. Like that was
I was gonna say. I think the performance was abominable. It was horrific, actually. But the actual energy of the crowd and stuff, it was a really fun gig. Yeah, true. I might actually put that as my top one.
We have a chatter, and it's actually my buddy that he co-hosts with me every once in a while. I know it's him. He has several different names on YouTube. Well, not several, but a few different. But he says, "What's up, guys? Sorry I'm tardy. I got a new drum machine today, and it got me sidetracked." He said, Korea has a lot of soul. I don't know why he put that. Any of it, but he told me he couldn't co-host today. I'd love to have him. He lives down in Austin, Texas. His name's Mark, and he's a really cool dude. And we're actually doing a collab on some stuff that he's doing. I'm doing the drum parts, but not real drums. I'm doing electronic drums. So,
yeah.
So we're doing that. But yeah, he was busy today. So get busy, damn it. I mean, you can listen to the show, but do your busy work. I don't know. He's cool. Okay, what was your I guess least favorite gig or your worst gig? You said that one was horrific because of the audio, but the one that was just you were you just wanted to get out of there. Just a bad vibe or something. Has there been one like that?
Yeah, absolutely. The one immediately after our first gig. That was so originally, like you said, with the Battle of the Bands, which was our first gig, the prize for that was another 30-minute set in the same venue. And we were like, oh, this is great, we can just sort of do the same thing. But then we were told it was an hour set. And this was, like I said, super early days as us being a band, so we really didn't have the set material. We had to cobble together this. I think it ended up being 45 minutes of just under rehearsed, badly performed. It was a bad gig. And to top it off, our bass player was very, very drunk.
Oh no! And he didn't sing probably. Oh, I just asked,
Okay,
I just asked
you
Mark
forget
if he
to
wanted to
mention.
join in. I just asked Mark if he wanted to join in. We'll see if he joins in or not. But I feel like guys like him.
You also forget to mention that gig was a Halloween gig on top of that.
Yes.
Oh, were you
So
dressed
everything
up?
was Halloween themed.
Yep. So we all dressed in like
I can
as
see-
ghosts.
I can see you guys
and-
dressing as the Beatles or something like that. Just the people probably do that a lot.
Yeah.
The city doesn't have time, so.
But yeah, playing in a costume is not fun. Is not for me.
Yeah, well, plus you're not in your regular comfortable clothes that you're
Yeah.
comfortable performing in, and
You can't
I've seen people
see-
performing like with the masks on and stuff and singing. I'm like, you got to be deathly hot inside that thing, like you get sweaty anyway just without one. So like, he said he's in between events. He had family stuff to do. Now he's doing something, whatever. Yeah, that's got to be difficult. That sucks. So you're just like, yeah, this is a bust. Just wanting to get out. What have you? Okay, when you guys were first starting to play and stuff, and we're like as a band, did you do any covers? And if so, which ones? Not necessarily playing out, but just just jamming together if you want.
Oh man, the first cover. Do you remember the first cover we ever did?
Yeah, yeah. It was Boys in the Better Land.
It was not.
that?
Scott
No?
It
Pilgrim.
was not.
Scott Pilgrim versus the
Was
World. Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, maybe it was then. Yeah. It was a long time ago. Yeah.
The truck one, the trash.
Oh, garbage truck.
Rubbish
Yeah,
truck.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know if I know that one. Do you,
No,
do you
have
guys,
you seen
did you
Scott
guys
Pilgrim?
ever record yourselves? Do you have any recordings of yourselves from back then that you can
Yeah.
listen to?
Loads. My entire phone is just filled with voice memos, videos, just everything.
That's good because you can make a documentary when you guys blow up.
Yeah.
When you guys right before you come to the U.S. for your tour, and I'll come and see you, then you make a little documentary of all that stuff and sell it on tour. I don't know.
Don't know if you'd want that out.
Yeah, I would. I would watch it. I would think that's awesome. People like to see that stuff. What were they like before like they are now? Has anybody mispronounced your band name like on a marquee like for a show or I mean
they're
it'd be
printing it wrong.
difficult because it's pretty common two names but has that ever happened?
Yeah.
Really?
All the time. It's usually Rodger, which I don't blame them.
Oh yeah, the other way. Yeah.
But yeah, no. A subtle but important
Yeah, that's
distinction.
morons. I don't know why. Like I would never assume that spelling of Roger over this one, ever. You always it's not as common as that one. I don't know. Rodger. This is funny looking. Rodger. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of. I was with family. I was with. Oh, okay. He's in between events. I don't care. Whatever. It's Sunday. Do your family thing, and I'll talk to you this week. Him and I are actually we've been talking about maybe just forming a management thing. Because I don't make any money doing this crap. I just talk to bands and it's fun. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, I could make money, but even if I did, it wouldn't be that much. There's not much. But it seems like and I'm still busy. Just be busy again with the management thing. But I just don't know what I'm doing, and I'll probably have to talk to Jay about it a lot and see. But it looks pretty cool. And I know a lot of bands.
Yeah.
At this point, 364 now, so far, and probably a little bit more than that. Just friends and stuff. What so instrument wise, who would be your inspiration? Instrument wise.
I mean, for me on the guitar, I pretty much just rip everything from Johnny Marr from the Smiths. That or Interpol as well is another big one, just for the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are pretty. That is my Bible. That is the everything.
Yeah. Have you been able to meet anybody from those bands?
Sorry?
Have you been able to meet anyone from those bands at all?
No. Thankfully not. I don't know. Don't know if I'd be able to contain the sort of fanboy.
Would you be in awe? Like just, what do I do?
Yeah, I think I'm a big believer in not sort of over romanticizing your inspirations, but I realistically probably not. You know, I absolutely would fold.
What about you, Tommy?
My inspiration, at most. I think I honestly a lot of the music. I would say the Verb. I absolutely love the Verb. I think he.
Nice.
I think a lot of the drum in there and air. Same. In terms of what I'm playing in Roger Bacon, that's kind of the sound that I try to make.
Yeah.
But then I don't know. I mean, I've always absolutely loved Stone Roses.
Mm-hmm.
I just think I don't know. I just think
It's hard when you get that question because
there's like so many.
you know,
There's so many things. I mean,
there might be one you leave out. You're like, oh wait, I wanted to tell him that. You know.
Yeah.
It's tough to nail it down to like just a few, you know, because everybody has a bunch of stuff they listen to and take bits and pieces from everything. I think, you know,
Absolutely.
it's tough,
Yeah.
tough. Um, do you guys listen to any music that has nothing to do with like what you play in Roger Bacon? You know, like hip hop or country or anything like that? You guys listen to any of that stuff? Does that inspire you to add a little piece of that to Roger Bacon at all?
All the time, I would say, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
some
think
hip
so. I
hop.
mean, I don't know about you, Jack, but I think I definitely listened to. I mean, I was in
Yeah, I mean, I feel
in
like
the US not that long ago. And I
Who
went to
was?
a
You were in the
bluegrass
U.S.?
festival. Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Why didn't you call me? Where
I think I
were
was a
you?
while away from you, I think.
Where were you in the U.S.?
I was in Colorado.
Okay, yeah, that's not too far away. Clear. Yeah. Were you in Denver?
I mean, I had to go through Denver, but I wasn't staying in Denver. I
Yeah.
was mostly up in Fort Collins, and then I went down to Telluride because they had a festival there, Bluegrass Festival. It's pretty
Fort
awesome.
Collins. That's where there's a band that I really like. I used to actually use them as my intro for the show, but they're called Arcwave, and they live in Fort Collins. You should have called them up. I'm sure they would have hung out. Really cool guys. Telluride, is that where they ski? Is that the big? I know it's like a lot of skiing in Colorado, but
Yeah,
Telluride
there is. There.
yeah. I've never
Big
been.
mountain.
I've never been to
Huge
Colorado.
mountain range. Little town in the center of it. It's
Yeah.
pretty beautiful.
I've flown over it on going to California once, but I've never, you know, you don't really see anything from that far up. Excuse me, but you know, it's yeah, it looks pretty from 30,000 feet. You know, can't see much, but we did see the Grand Canyon. We flew over the Grand Canyon. That was pretty cool. Don't see much of it either.
Nice.
Just you know, but Jack, have you ever been to the U.S. yet? Jack,
I have not. No.
okay. Well, you need to come over. Come over to West Virginia. Looks like this. I'm not flipping you off. I'm just,
Know where to find it now. Yeah.
yeah. Now you. I mean, now you just look on a map and be like, "Where's the fuck you stayed at?" You know, we're here. We have mountains too, but they're not as big as the Rocky Mountains out there. They're just wimps here. But we ski. You know, there's skiing, snow snow skiing, and also water skiing. There's water skiing everywhere, but. I can water ski. I can snow ski, but it's been a long time since I've snow skied, and I don't know. I don't know if I could. I'm sure I could. Do you guys do any extreme sports? I guess that would be an extreme sport, right? Or sports of any
Kind of.
type. Now, I would ask you if you play football or soccer, but it's football there, because here football is completely different. You know, but you guys do any of that stuff?
I do not.
No.
I snowboard, so yeah, I guess
you?
I do.
Cool. Can you
Some fun
wakeboard?
ones, too.
Can you wakeboard too?
Can I wakeboard?
Yeah.
Is it the one where you just like lying on it?
No,
It's
no,
not-
that'd be the
bodyboarding.
standing one. Yeah, yeah, the standing wakeboarding in the water. Yeah, can you do that?
Never tried it. Never tried it. No.
You should try that since you snowboard. It's probably not the same at all. Like, probably not because you have to get up and then balance on top of the water like skiing. But I don't know. It looks difficult to me though. Snowboarding looks difficult to me because I only use skis when I do the snow. Can you do the half
Definitely
pipes?
smart
And,
your arse more often.
do you do the half pipes and stuff too?
Oof. I mean,
It's a little bit extreme.
I've definitely tried.
You tried? Have
I
you?
can do it.
Yeah, it looks fun. I don't know if I
Pretty
could do it.
kick-ass, yeah.
Yeah. Is there a lot of places to ski in Scotland and like do snow skiing stuff?
Oof. I mean,
No?
you can, but it's at your own risk, I would say, right?
Really? Oh, so they don't have
Yeah.
like it's not like Okay. So where do you go to snowboard?
I'm from Spain, so I'm from Catalonia. I snowboard in the
nice.
Pyrenees.
So you speak Spanish?
I do.
Well, don't do any because I don't know a lick of it. I do know a little bit just from, interactions. But like, there's a girl that cleans my house once a month. She doesn't speak any English at all. It's all Spanish. So we have to talk on Google Translate. Just hold our phones up to each other. It's awful, but
It's a way to learn.
Well, I mean, I'm not learning anything because I'm just typing in the English thing and it translates to Spanish, and I just show her a phone, and then she does the same thing back and translates to English. So I don't learn it. But I mean, there's hola. I know that.
Yeah, well,
It's a good start, right? I don't know. Okay, let's play the other song. What do you think? Yeah,
absolutely.
I kind of want to hear that all my life again, but I have to do that on my own time, right? Okay. This one's kind of Heathen Pig. Does it have anything to do with Roger Bacon? Because that's, pig and bacon are the kind of go together. Did you ever think of it like that?
Yeah. I mean, again, kind of like the name, it was just a very last minute choice. I think, like I was saying earlier, naming songs is probably the weakest part.
If you guys ever need help, I have all kind of ideas for songs, names. And anything, any kind of name.
Yeah, send them over.
I'm just kidding. I don't have any good ideas really for things. But what is this song about?
That is probably a very good question for our vocalist.
Okay, let's call him up. Let's call him up. What does it mean to you? We'll do it that. What does it mean to you guys when you play it? Like, if you see it on the set list, what are you thinking right before you play it?
I think a rest, usually.
A rest.
The rest.
You're like, I got a nice slow song for once.
Oh, it's a slow one. I don't think I've heard this one yet. This one's slow. Okay. Is that all you want to say about it then? You just want to listen to it, and then we'll talk about it?
Yep.
Okay.
Give it a listen.
All right, here's Heathen Pig. For Roger Bacon. You ever get introduced like that? Roger Bacon.
I wish.
I'll do that for you. I'll send you a sample, and you can just play it right before you play. Here's Heathen Pig.
What we talking about? What we meaning? What I had was more than an evening. there's no stopping to it out, I'm still dropping. Meaning, I've lost feeling in my head. I'm a heathen.
There's that thing with no clock again. I can't see. Cool. Yeah, I can see what you're saying about that's a resting song because it's slower. Seems like it's more free. Yeah. Very good singing in that. I know he's not on, but tell him good singing on that. I like that. Very good stuff.
I will let him know.
Yeah, good shit. And lots of I like your guitar style, Jack, because it's very. You're not just strumming. You're doing things. Especially in that first one, you're actually picking through things, and you're not just strumming away and just kind of making a thing. But it's really, really good stuff. It's got to be difficult being the only guitarist because you don't have anybody behind you, playing a rhythm, or you behind them as they do some other stuff. But yeah, it's very good.
Well, the thing about being very bad at guitar is it means you are forced to come up with a bunch of very creative ways of how to use it. So
yeah. It's very good. It's very good stuff, and the drumming too. It's right. It's right there. I know it's that song especially is probably easy because it's slow, but like it's slow can also mean dragging tempos and all kinds of things. But it's disciplined drumming. I have to ask you this: do you play with like one stick, like how some drummers play with one stick this way? I don't know.
Like jazz drummers.
Yeah. Can you play like? Do you play like that, or can you play like that?
I can, but I don't really. I don't.
It just seems like in that song you might be doing that. I don't know for some reason.
Yeah, I mean it is. I would say it's the slower you play, tends to be actually harder. I would say for sure, because then you got like more time. You got more time to fuck up.
You can physically rest, but in your mind you can't rest at all because
Yeah. But we've played that. I don't know how many, like hundreds of times. It's like.
There's always that one time though. Thousands. No, but that's very good. I like that. I like that style, and I think that'd be cool in the middle of a set because yes, it gives you a rest, but it gives the crowd a rest too. They've been moshing the whole time and throwing each other against each other. And does that happen at your shows? Do they do like the wall of death and things like that? Do they really?
It happens a lot more than I thought it would when I first started the band.
Yeah,
you were the same, Tommy, but I did not think we'd get mosh pits at the gigs, and
you're getting mosh pits. That's awesome. I don't think people care. They just want to mosh regardless of what's happening on the stage.
Yeah, absolutely.
They probably mosh to that song, especially. That'd be amazing. Like in slow motion, like a slow motion mosh, like.
That is, I find that really funny when I go to gigs and it's the crowd has literally been moshing the entire time, and then the artist pulls out a slow song and somehow people still mosh.
Yeah, and people get mad at each other because they're trying to enjoy the slow song or whatever, and then just get shoved behind. People are doing the circle, or what do they call that actually? The circle pit. Yeah. We were at a show a couple weeks ago, and all the bands were pretty heavy, and. The last band of the night, I'm standing in the front because they were my buddies, and I'm right in the front, and you can actually see it because I was filming this one, and they were doing that. They just all the guys on stage just went like this, so people just started doing that, and the lead singer got down there and was doing it with them, and Ashley started going with them, and then and I'm just standing there. I don't mosh because I've had 4 shoulder surgeries. I can't handle that. So but I didn't want to move because I'm right in the front, and with I'm filming and stuff. Well, all of a sudden, like in the middle of the song, they're doing that stuff. I get pushed from behind, not hard, but like hard enough to go up onto the stage into the guitar player. And he's still playing and he's holding me up at the same time because I had lost my balance at that point. I was pretty much, I don't weigh that much. And he just kind of, then he went like this, and I went right back up the stage. It was like the perfect thing that could have happened. Great. I didn't get hurt. It wasn't like a big, it was just, they were doing that and just somebody just kind of tapped me enough and I wasn't expecting it. And it just is the step to get up to the stage was like this, it wasn't that much, so it's like risen up a little bit from the floor. So I just stepped right up onto the stage and fell onto the guitar player, and he put me back down on the stage. I don't even think anybody noticed, but you can note. You see it on the camera because I was like, oh shit, and then the camera goes everywhere. But I actually lost my phone at a big show. We were at a really big show in Pittsburgh, and people are just going crazy, and I'm just kind of in it. There was no escaping, and my phone just goes, and there's so many people there. Like it's like you don't want to get trampled either. So I'm looking down, and I'm like, "Where's my phone?" And it was on, so because I was filming, but all I saw was like shoes. People, that's all I saw.
No, once you drop a gig, it's over.
And it's funny, you can see this on the footage too, because it's like, oh shit, where's my? And then I pick it. I looked down, and there it was. So I picked it up real quick, and then I was like, I just lost my phone, and she's like, huh? I'm like, I'll tell you later, because you can't hear anything, But it was a scary clip, but it was funny at the same time, I posted it up. It was Thursday. You ever heard of band Thursday?
Thursday, I don't think so. Should I have?
Maybe, I don't know. They've not. I don't. They've done some Europe touring, but they're mainstream. But they're not as popular as maybe I don't know, like a mainstream band.
Yeah, I'll give them a listen.
Yeah, they're good. They're really good. That was the first time I'd seen them since probably 2007 or something like that, and it was a couple years ago we saw them in Pittsburgh. It was great, but it was that one song that I really liked, and everybody's going freaking crazy, and there went the phone. I was like, oh shit. But I got it back. Do you guys go to a lot of? I'm sure there's a lot of shows in Glasgow, being a big city. I'm sure there's a lot of mainstream bands coming through there. Do you guys go to a lot of those, or do you like the smaller venues?
I think it's it's healthy to have both. I don't really tend to go. So our biggest venue in Glasgow is called the Hydro, and I'm sure it's pale in comparison to some of the stadiums in America. But
I don't like the stadium ones.
To stay away. Yeah, when the artist is a speck in the distance, it kind of takes away from it.
When you have to watch it on a jumbotron, it's probably not worth going.
Yeah,
But I did see Tool and Perfect Circle like that, and it was fine. Just because it was them. But
I think also, in my experience, the best sound you get are at the sort of smaller gigs.
Yeah, and it's right
there.
Don't
get me wrong. There's some pretty shit small venues, but most of the time, the smaller venues are a pretty good sound.
Yeah, is there quite a few of those in Glasgow? The smaller,
right? I would say there's a lot of venues.
Yeah. Do you guys go out a lot, or do you kind of more like homebodies where you kind of stay in, or do you guys hang out as a band a lot outside of the band stuff? Do you guys get together and be get wasted, have a barbecue? You guys do any of that stuff?
Yeah, occasionally.
Yeah,
occasionally. You guys aren't best buddies. Are you guys married? Do you have kids? I mean, what's going on here? You're young. You're young. Get out there and see a show or something. I don't know. I'm just being stupid. Okay. Let's. I know these are all weird questions I'm asking you, but we'll get to the really weird ones, and we'll do the offstage segment. Is that cool?
Okay.
I don't have a jingle for this yet, like a break, like a musical jingle break to go into this. So I just kind of say it. So kind of lame. But I have a shit ton of questions. So this might take a while, but I'm not going to ask you all of them. So don't worry.
Okay.
There's a bunch of them. A lot of them are would you rather questions. Some of them are a little bit more serious than the other ones, just to kind of get your mind working a little bit. There's no right answers, but you do have to pick one of the would you rather ones. Like, would you rather do this or this?
Okay.
And I will judge you on either one of them, so don't worry about it.
Who answers? You both answer at the same time, or
yeah, you can either do them together or separate. I think a few of them you would make more sense individually than they would together. But yeah, you're more than welcome to do that. So we'll start with we'll save. There's a few raunchy ones, and the last question's about dicks. So we'll wait. And everybody gets that question. So all right. Would you rather have to give up creating music for the rest of your life, or give up listening to music for the rest of your life?
I would probably say listening. I love listening to music, but yeah, I just get something from actually creating music that I don't get from anything else.
I'm gonna split that backwards. Did you see that? Okay, sorry. Sorry to interrupt you. Oops. Okay. What about you, Tommy? What do you think?
Creating. There's a lot of good music. I don't know how.
Oh, you'd rather give up creating it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say so. I mean, I love creating, but come on, I mean,
You got it. Yeah, you got to have it. You got to have to listen to. That's a tough one. It's a tough question.
yeah.
Um,
Big world.
Okay, this would be a good question because it matches. You're the guitar player and you're the drummer. So, I don't know if this would be a would you rather though, because I'll ask it anyway, and we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Would you rather have to replace all of your guitar picks with tiny spoons, or all of your drumsticks with inflatable pool noodles? You know this big noodle thing. So I don't know how you would.
Absolutely not the drumsticks. What?
Yeah. I don't know what would be what would you rather would be here, but
I could probably play with spoons. I think. I don't think you can play with pool noodles.
Oh, you could try it. You could figure it out, and then you can hand them out to everybody, and then and sell it as merch, and you make a shit ton of money.
I mean, there must be some pretty solid pool noodles.
Yeah, you'd have to stiffen them up a little bit, right? I think they have holes in them. You can stick cement down them or something. You can figure something out. But yeah, that is. I think I've only asked that question one other time, one other band, and it was strange. I don't know. It's just a weird question. I think that was an AI question. AI does some of this. AI does everything for me. I really don't have to do anything. Just talk. You guys use AI for anything?
Not really.
No.
Emails maybe.
Haven't made the plunge.
I mean, we kind of work on making that. I think it's maths, so that's kind of what we.
It's
do.
helpful. AI has been helpful for me for certain things. Would you rather have a tiny, high-pitched voice, or just be completely hairless? I know that was kind of random.
I don't know why I'm finding this harder than the last one.
I don't either, but that's funny.
Probably the voice. Then I could maybe actually sing.
Yeah,
Hit the high notes.
it's true. You don't want to be completely hairless, like me. I'm not yet.
I need the hair. I need the hair.
It fits the band profile. Like I don't even fit the band profile. I don't fit it. I don't fit any profiles. Just maybe the skinhead. Fit that. Anyway, what do you like, Tommy? You like the voice?
Oof. All I'm thinking is Mike Tyson right now. I mean, he's got a bit of both, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I guess if you look like him, it's not really an issue, is it?
That's true. Yeah, it whoops my ass, right? Well, maybe not anymore, but Did that fight ever happen with that one kid, that guy who was supposed to fight?
Yeah, I think it did.
I know they were talking about it for years, and I was like, "Does this happen yet or not?" Okay. Would you rather not fuck a goat and everybody thinks you did, or you do fuck a goat and nobody thinks you did? You find this one harder than the other ones.
You're ramping them up here.
I'll scale it back here in a minute, and then we'll go back up. Tommy likes this question.
Tommy, you can go first, man.
Yeah, you can go first, Tommy.
What the fuck? Wait, everyone knows I did it. Jesus Christ. I feel like I'd be right. And you can't convince them otherwise. If that's the case, then I'm fucking a goat. Screw it.
Wow.
Fuck that, right?
Okay. We can cut him off, right, Jack? We can just erase him.
Nah, absolutely not.
Are you sure none of the other members are available? Or I'm kidding. What are you going with, Jack? Are you going to do the goat?
Oh, I'm gonna take the publicity. Yeah.
Okay, you guys are tough.
But everyone thinks you know it. Everyone thinks you've done it.
Everyone thinks you did it. Yeah.
Even your
So
girlfriend, bro. What's she
it's your reputation you got to defend there.
defend.
These questions are nuts. There's one that Mark asks all the time. The guy that I was talking to. He always asks the real funny ones. Would you? I know I'm gonna screw this up because he always asks it. The ice cream one. Would you rather eat shit that tastes like ice cream or ice cream that tastes like shit? You guys are having a tough time with these.
Bro, the ice cream. Definitely the ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. I mean,
Yeah, but it tastes like shit.
Yeah.
yeah, but you can force your way through that, I guess. Jeez,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm more of a seeing eater. You know, if it looks nasty, I ain't gonna eat it. You know,
There you go. Yeah.
it's like a piece of raw chicken. You know? Jack, you still got to answer. I didn't forget about you.
Yeah, same.
Same? Okay.
Give me the ice cream.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems like you'd have to get through it because I would never eat. You know, plus, you know, I would assume that people are going to be watching you do this. So, you know, everybody else is eating ice cream cones, and there you are eating a pile of shit. You know, but it tastes good. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird, odd situation, but you know. Let's see. Let's do another one that's not like that. Would you rather have perfect pitch but no sense of rhythm, or perfect rhythm and no sense of pitch?
I already have the second one, so I'm good with that.
It's always the drummer.
I'd probably pick rhythm as well, to be honest. I feel like that's a really, really important, part.
Yeah.
I would say probably more so than the rhythm. Sorry, the pitch.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be off tempo ever, really. I think that would screw up everything more than the pitch would.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can always
maybe if you're the singer, you can get away with it.
And you can always turn the volume down on that person doesn't have the right pitch, you know. Just turn him off, you know. He's just, acting. Let's see. You guys enjoy any strange food combinations? Like, a lot of people think that pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. I think it's fine, but just anything like I guess like ketchup on pancakes or just anything weird that you think is really good.
Oh, I know one for sure.
What's that?
I mean, disrespect for this my whole life. Peanut butter and mayonnaise.
Peanut butter and mayonnaise.
It works.
Ashley likes peanut butter.
That is
and mayonnaise,
crazy.
not together.
That is.
I mean, what do you spread it on anything?
I
Together?
get some toast. Yeah, you just peanut butter.
Just put it on together
you make
though.
it like a sandwich or like something like that. Yeah.
You put it like.
It's like you have like peanut butter and jam sandwiches.
Yeah, but mayonnaise, no.
It sounds crazy, but it works. I mean, it's like a fat.
She says it works. You should try it, Ashley. No, she says no, hard pass on that one. You got any of them, Jack? Any that are weird?
I've got none. I am not adventurous when it comes to
that's
food.
very adventurous too. I mean,
standard.
How did you ever arrive at that combination? Like, you just were you a child or something and said, "Hey, I'm going to do this"?
I think probably my dad was really poor at some point and had to do it.
Yeah.
And then was like, "Fuck, this is really good." And then
wow.
And then
I'm sorry, Tommy, but I'm not going to try it. I will not try that. I mean, that's just. I don't know. It's just that's.
You have to, honestly. It's a whole different story. It's like.
I don't know. Maybe on a dare. Or if somebody's offering money. I did watch it. I was at a party one time, and this kid made like $200 by eating like one of those, like the real giant jars of mayonnaise you can buy at the grocery store, like the bulk. I think a lot of restaurants have them like in their kitchens, but the real big jar. He ate the entire thing in like 10 minutes, just mayonnaise with a spoon. And he made like $200. It was some party I was at a long time ago. Crazy. Nobody thought he would do it, like, because he wasn't allowed to puke or anything, and he was drinking, so like, ugh. But he was just sitting. I'll never forget. He was this real short kid. He was sitting up on the counter in his kitchen, just eating that fucking mayonnaise. It was gross. Ugh.
That's rough.
But he made $200. And back then, that was quite a bit of money. It wasn't that long ago, actually. Uh, let's move. Where is the one? There's a good one on here that I think you guys would be a good candidate at. Um, would you rather have the ability to read minds or the ability to become invisible or be invisible all the time, I guess? So read minds all the time or be invisible all the time.
That's gotta be invisible.
I was gonna say, I feel like
I think if I read
being
minds, I'm gonna lose
invisible.
it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's not because I want to be invisible. It's just I don't want to read minds. I mean, if you think about, people that don't like you, what they're thinking,
Or even
or
people that do like you.
think-
Even people that
yeah,
do like.
yeah, putting
I mean,
too much
everybody.
pressure on you. Yeah,
Everybody thinks shit about their friends. I do. That they don't know about. But I mean, like, you'd probably lose a lot of relationships to that point.
yeah.
If you could hear the truth. Nobody wants the truth about anything. Or maybe not. Some people say I don't lie. Maybe they don't. I'm sure they do. Everybody lies, just like that movie. Everybody lies. Okay, we'll do a couple more here. Couple more, and then we'll always say the Dick's question. Okay. Man, I need to organize these better. I need a manager to organize these. I'll just ask Jay if he'll do that. Will you organize my offstage questions? manage them. Would you rather? Let's see. Okay, yeah. Here's a good one. Would you rather have to sing everything you say for the rest of your life, or only be able to communicate through interpretive dance? Yeah.
Is the singing good?
Well, it's let's see. Well, it's just singing.
Or
Just singing everything that you say. You're singing the rest of your life.
in your own singing voice?
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My God. Okay. Probably interpretive dance. I think
Yeah.
it would be funny to sort of see how people interpret what you're trying to say.
By dancing. Yeah, it would be.
Just the image in my head. Yeah, I'd say interpretive dance.
Yeah.
What if you have to relieve some really bad news, man?
That would be difficult.
What if you're
Yes, you'd have to figure it out on your. You'd have to figure it out. That's. But you would think you'd get good at it after a while, because if that's the only way you can communicate with anybody,
Torture.
or you just practice in front of the mirror, What about you, Tommy? What do you think?
Totally fuck. I mean, I think I'd dance it off. Why not?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Make life a little
Um,
bit interesting.
that one could tie in with the tiny high pitched voice thing too. What if you had a tiny high pitched voice and you could only sing everything for the rest of your life? Can you imagine that? Shit, that would be annoying as hell. I'd annoy myself at that.
I think I know a couple of people like that.
All right, we're gonna ask the dicks question. You ready for some dicks? That's not the question, but
Go.
all right.
Bring it on.
Would you rather have dicks for fingers, or never be able to taste anything ever again? Jack froze.
Oof.
Jack froze. Look at him.
Yeah,
Jack's
too
frozen.
Much. Too much for him.
Yeah, he's like, all right, that's it. I'm done. All right, now you're back. Jack, you were froze like this for the longest time. It was hilarious. You'll see it when you go watch the show again. It'll be all right like that.
Yeah, probably taste. It's just there's I don't know how I'd be able to play guitar, and
You don't
that
want
is
you don't
my
want
first
dick fingers?
concern.
You don't want dick fingers? Come on.
I don't think I do. No.
Okay. Well,
Plus, I feel like you could never buy big enough gloves.
yeah. Well, I mean, depends on maybe they're small gloves. What do you mean big gloves?
Plus, I feel like with taste, I am not a picky eater in the slightest. I genuinely will eat anything, which is why
Unless it
fancy
comes to
food
peanut
is
butter and
absolutely
mayonnaise.
wasted on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to give that a try, to be honest.
I'm not trying that. Hey, my buddy Craigo's in the chat. Why are my buddies in the chat? Should be your buddies. But no, Craigo is in. I'm probably gonna get this wrong. He's in Birmingham, I think.
Birmingham.
Somewhere around there, wherever the Cadbury factory is. That's where he lives around there. But he does reaction videos for bands on YouTube, and he's co-hosted with me.
Right.
He's been on the show as a guest, but he's co-hosted with me. I almost asked him to be on today, but yeah, he's a really really cool guy. He just says hey, and then he said PB and M, yes, mate. I don't know. I'm not. I'm not on board with that.
Yeah, my dude.
He would be though. I think Craigo would be a good candidate for peanut butter mayonnaise.
Oh yeah.
It just sounds nasty. Like I don't even know about the taste. It's just, and what does it look like? Because
Okay, but think about all the shit that we eat, bro. Like cheese is fermented milk. Does that sound good?
no,
Fungus on your milk, but
No.
it tastes great, doesn't it?
no, it doesn't. It's like cottage cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just outside Birmingham. Yes, I did get it right. I can't believe I got that right. But that's where he is. Where were we at? Oh, the dicks question. Yeah.
Oh, no. That was a
Tommy,
skip.
what do you got? You got taste or dicks?
You know, I've actually got a story with a taste one because I lost my taste when I got COVID.
Oh, I did too. It came back. It just come back.
I probably had that I think I lost mine for like 2 months. And then
I didn't. Wow, mine was only like what me and Ashley had at the same time, right? We had the tasting and the smell. We lost our smell, or is it? You didn't lose? No, it wasn't you.
it's your smell. You don't lose your taste, but it's pretty much the same.
Yeah. Because the smell's like the main thing when it comes to tasting. I guess I read all about that on WebMD, and then I drove myself to the emergency room at night because I thought I was like, what is going on? I didn't even think it had anything to do with COVID because I just had COVID, and I was over it, and then that happened, and I was like, the water at my house is bad. Like everything was bad. I couldn't even smoke a cigarette. The cigarettes were bad. It was gross. But yeah, that was the worst part of that whole situation was losing that stuff. Ugh.
So I'd probably take this taste. If you still got smell, then everything's gonna be about the same.
That's true. Maybe I should change that question then, right? I don't know. I can't change it. I don't know. Well, thanks guys for being on. It's been fun talking to you about dicks and stuff. And peanut butter.
Thank you for having us.
Dick peanut butter. You have to come back sometime. Bring the other guys with you if you got time.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we'll try to get everyone on next time.
And what do you guys have coming up? Especially locally, if there's people watching that around you that can come see you play. I wish I was over there. I'd have to come see you play. What do you have coming up, and what do you have coming up like release wise and things like that?
So we've got a gig on the 1st of October at Sneaky Pete's in Edinburgh. That's alongside a band called Delirium, who are also very, very good.
Nice.
Post that, we're taking a break till the new year, but not for releases. I think we've got, the next release we're going to have is the EP. So
when do you anticipate that release?
Not got the exact date yet, but we will probably be releasing it, I assume mid-November.
Nice. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
It's exciting. And how many songs will be on the EP?
So,
5?
Is it 5? My God. We recorded it so long ago. I think it's 5 plus like an intro thing.
Do you guys like that where like you already have it recorded and it's pretty ready to go and you just gotta wait to release?
Yeah.
Is that more of a band decision or is that more of a strategy, I guess? Or how do you come up with when you release things?
So yeah, I think for us it's important to have like a cohesion to the project. So for example, if you're recording an EP and you're recording a single every month or two, it's going to sound like different because the way you're going to record, the places you're going to record at, the gear you use, it's all going to sound different. So I think it's good to have sort of an overall sound that ties in together.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I'm trying to think. What was that? I had a question and I can't get it. I'll come up with it. I'll remember it after we're done. I always do that. Oh shit! No, I'll have to send you an email or something. I can't remember what it was though. Go ahead and tell folks where they can find you on social media and stuff like that. I like to do that too.
Yep. So we got Roger Bacon Band on Instagram, TikTok.
Oh, you guys are doing the TikTok?
YouTube. Say again?
You guys are doing the TikTok?
Yes, we are. Fortunately, it is required.
It's required.
And then Roger Bacon on Spotify and pretty much all streaming services.
Nice. I'll keep my eyes open for the EP because I like the music. I think it's really good stuff. It's fun.
Thank you.
It's fun stuff.
Sure.
And I'm
Look
gonna
forward
listen.
to sharing
I'm gonna
it.
listen to All My Life again too here after a while. I'm gonna go outside too and get some air. Been inside too much. But thank you guys again for coming on. Come back. We'll talk more about stuff, and hopefully we can talk to the other guys too. I'll be back on Tuesday. I believe it's Tuesday with Stay for Tomorrow, which is your management. It's not really label mates, but it's management mates. I don't know how you would say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's your brothers on Reaction Man. I don't know. You know what I mean. And then I'll have one more show of Reaction artists on the 27th, I believe, with the Har. And I need to study up on these next two bands because I haven't read about them yet. I was reading about everybody else. But it's been fun this month doing this. There's a lot of really unique bands that Jay has got managing, and it's been a lot of fun. I'm sure we'll do it more down the line too. He's really good guy to work with, just like you guys said, and really easy to talk to and stuff. So look forward to that, and look forward to you guys coming back sometime.
Yeah. Anytime, man. Thank you.
Cheers.
If you guys have 5 minutes here in a little bit, I'll give you a formal goodbye once I kill the live stream. Playing us out of the show is a band that actually Jay is going to try to hook me up with to interview. They're called Monarchs. I'm not sure where they're from, but they're really good. This is a new song that I don't know if they just released this or I don't know too much about them, but the song's called New Disease. So I will see everyone on Tuesday, same time, 3 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. over there with Stay for Tomorrow. We'll see you. Have a good one.
Bye.
Blind eyes and crooked tongues to say. I'm tangled up inside my head. Echoes of a life I might have led. The signs they flicker, then they fade. Another night living inside the grey. Glitches crawling underneath my skin. I'm back at it again. I'm more than lost, I'm more than broken, I am more than dead. I keep on having static dreams that never seem to fade. Is that the price I'll pay? Where's that the price I'll pay? Pick up the phone.